Okay, hello everybody. So I just thought I'd do a quick film. The shop is looking so nice, I thought it would just be fun to do a quick walkthrough of the shop. This is looking down towards some stoneware pieces. I'm going to start with looking at, this is a wood ash glaze. Now in Japan this would be called Sato, and I can't pronounce that very well. But in the south of this country it was also used. And these are American crockery pieces with wood ash alkaline glaze on them. That shape there is from a wonderful enslaved potter from South Carolina named David Drake. The Met is doing a show on him, and these larger jars are to celebrate that show. I did some sgraffito work on the side, which is very much like a potter that was named Chester Webster from Connecticut, who moved to North Carolina in the same period. And then down below I have some saucered flower pots. And that is an English panchion. It's a farm bowl, very, very popular all over Great Britain in the 18th and 19th centuries. These are celadons. My daughter is such a wonderful decorator. I thought it'd be fun to do a batch of celadons. So this is a high temperature glaze with cobalt decorating on it. And she always surprises me. Every time she does something, it's something new and beautiful. I love the cranes. I think the crane stands in China for something like eternity. Those two are porcelain, which is, high duty clay. Oh, and the piece on the end that I'm getting to coming up, that was done by Mateen, who is a 7th generation Afghan potter who has moved to New Milford. We fired a few of his pots here in Woodville here in Bantam. Now these are redware pots. Originally these would have been done in lead. These are done with a borax glaze. And on the end there, that's a cream pot with some sgraffito work on it. Very, very popular in New England to scratch decorations into the pot. Next to it is a apothecary and cream pots up above. And then pie plates with Northern English slip trailing on them. The one in the middle is from, there's off to the left, and then the middle of those three is one from Weatheriggs Pottery, and next to it one from York. And also there are bottles, they're flat bottles. My family was in the clipper ship business, so I like to make boats. Down below, these are Peabody, Mass. Had Page and Company, who made flower pots in the 1870s to the 1930s. And down below that, the shape of those are English work pots called a full pot. More Peabodys, those are in a 9-pound size. And then above it is a bell jar. These are, again, sgraffitoed crocks. The thing that's fun about doing redware is it's a little less expensive to fire. So though my pots are not inexpensive, the redware gets to be a little bit less money than the stonewares. It's a lot of fun doing the redwares. They're really fun to do at Christmas time. So here's a picture of Rubens Peel with geranium from 1801, bringing the first geranium to America. And the pot in that picture is the inspiration for this 19th century shape. The double rim is very common in 19th century, and with a rope on it, it's just like the one from Rubens Peel with geranium. Down below, some more English work pots. And then these are orchid pots that Rajiv Surendra did the holes on some nice pots that he's learning to be a student potter with us every now and then, and those are very fussy pots. So we're very thankful that he made a few of them. Up above, those are called hot plates, and were used originally in hearth cooking. You would take the coals onto the hearthstone, and then with a trivet you would keep the food hot with, a hot plate. And then more redwares. Here's some smaller ones of Elizabeth's decorated celadons. And down below, some open stoneware cups that my wife Erica made. And more little ones. Now those are demitasse. And then up above it, from the demitasse, are these Albany slip pieces. That one is a 15th century shape. These usually wouldn't have been done in stoneware, but I like doing them in stoneware. And there's a lot of Albany slip and timbre, the two glazes here. This again is all stoneware. Those shapes are really 14th century in the middle, and a lot of fun to make something that early. 19th century pitchers with 15th century, I can't remember what you call that. The word balustrade comes, but that's something else. But at any rate, the two mugs that are near the middle, those are medieval in background. So these are a lot of the white flower pots, and I'm just doing a quick scan of those. I thought a car had just stopped, so I'm going a little faster here because I'm expecting somebody to walk in the door. But we have a few white flower pots. We're going to have more, but we've just spent a lot of time making stonewares. These mugs are Tomba, and again, they're 1.5 pounds up above and 1 pound below. So maybe 14 to 16 ounces above and 10 to 12 ounces with the lower ones. And then we did the same thing, but with a white interior on an Albany slip mug. So again, there are bigger ones and smaller ones there. We just thought with Christmas coming, and that's porcelain doing that, 14th century mug shape. This is very much like what in Germany they call a Bembel, which is a white wine container. And these are Japanese and Korean inspired pear bottles. The double bottle there is very, very popular in Korea. And it's exciting to get to do some of those. Again, those in that dark glaze, that's what's called a Tomba glaze. The bowls down below are Rajiv Surendras, and to me they look like they should be Sung Dynasty. They're so pure in what they are. A lot of high-end vases. I'm very proud of making these. We're more well known for doing flower pots, but I've always done high temperature stoneware vases. Some bottles and a little bit more of the vases. So I think we're coming to the end now. I'm going to end with that one vase there. Right there. So thanks for having a look, and we'll talk to you again another time. Okay. Bye.